Hi guys, welcome to DevOps School. In this video tutorial, we are going to learn about AZ900 Microsoft Azure Fundamentals. AZ900 is the exam that tests on fundamental level knowledge of cloud concept and Azure services. After going through this tutorial, I promise you that the concept and understanding of the Azure will be absolutely clear to you. This series divided into multiple parts, therefore subscribe to the channel and follow the playlist.
But before that, let me ask you a few things. Are you dreaming of a career with higher pay and more responsibilities? Or are you ready to take your skills to the next level this year? Then start investing in DevOps School certification level courses which will help you to emerge skills for a wide range of entry level roles and as well as higher potential future positions. But with thousands of courses online and in classroom worldwide, finding the right one for your career goals can be difficult. You can consider our courses like Agile Developer, Agile QA, DevOps Certified Professionals, Site Reliability Engineering, DevSecOps, and Masters in DevOps Engineering, where you will have access to well-structured, easy-to-follow course content that has been developed and will be delivered by industry professionals. You can join on our training programs globally through online platforms, and if you are looking for classroom workshops, then we have regular sessions available in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi NCR, Mumbai, and in Pune. Simply compare our many courses, find the one that suits your style and schedule best, and start today.
Yeah, I think almost all the points covered by Sivendra. Some internet-based services uh, for managing the applications, hosting softwares.
See, I have asked you, I haven't asked you what is cloud computing. I've asked you what is cloud. Try to get the difference. If you guys are going to give this kind of definition, then you will be, they will misinterpret. Maybe in the examination, you are not able to give the correct answer. Cloud is only the services. Try to understand. Cloud is a service which we are going to use on the internet. Clear? Anything?
Yes.
Any doubt? Cloud computing is totally different, little bit difference. Okay, basically cloud computing is what? It is also a service, but it is on demand service. Okay, it includes resources, whatever the points Sevendra have covered, that is resource, storage, any services, all these are comes under the cloud computing. Okay, clear? What is the difference between cloud and cloud computing?
Okay. Correct.
Okay, so now we are going to discuss about the difference between public, private, and hybrid. Okay, so before getting into the differences and getting into that particular discussion, like differences between public, private, and hybrid, just let me know what do you mean by public cloud? What is this public cloud?
Public cloud is a
cloud service. The
Yeah,
cloud
please,
service which
anyone.
is okay. I'm going ahead. So
Yeah.
the cloud service which is available to everyone, anybody who wants to avail that service. I mean the public services where there is no restriction. Anybody can go ahead and create their account and utilize the services.
Can you give me any example of public?
Yeah, so
Cloud?
public clouds are like AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, and all. These all are public clouds.
So, what is public cloud? What is your definition? First, can you repeat that one?
So what I'm saying is, which is available to anyone. Anybody can create an account and utilize the services of that particular cloud platform.
Okay. What about you, Ghosh?
Yeah, it's similar to Sivendra. It's a public cloud is defined as a cloud services offered by third-party providers over the internet, over the public internet, and all the items are available to anyone who wants to use or purchase them. They may be some services may be free or some will be sold on demand, allowing customers to pay only per usage for their as per their requirement, CPU cycle, storage, or bandwidth, whatever they have consumed.
Okay, so basically, okay, you tried to understand. You both are correct only. So basically, public cloud is also, it is a services which we are going to use on internet. Okay, 99% of the public cloud services are free. Okay, this is one of the biggest advantage. But second thing is what? There is a disadvantage also. Security of the public cloud is not
Up to the mark.
excellent, you can say, not good as compared to other cloud models. Okay, this particular, public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud is also known as the deployment method of the cloud. Okay, understood or not? Any confusion?
Understood.
Okay, what do you mean by private cloud?
Which is not open to public, and it is meant for specific users which probably belong to an organization or a group.
Correct,
And
correct.
so example is, I think OpenStack is one of the private cloud, where an organization using OpenStack, a organization can create their own cloud infrastructure and provision it to specific group of people. Not it's not open for everyone.
Yes, so private cloud is also offered by the cloud provider.
Yeah, Azure can
Okay,
also provide you the private cloud, right?
yes, 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 that is what cloud. Azure is also cloud provider. Okay, so that is what Azure will also provide you the private cloud. Suppose you want something in, I will explain you in details what is how we are going to work. And hybrid cloud is what? Combination of public and private. Okay, see,
Yeah.
whenever we are going to talk about the private cloud, it means what? Highly secure. The cost will be very high whenever we are going to use. Okay, as compared to public cloud or hybrid cloud.
Basically, the resources are going to be used exclusively the by the organizations or by the particular group, right? In, in private cloud.
Hmm. I will explain you in details.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't worry. So public cloud, what do you mean by public cloud? Is owned by cloud service provider, also known as what? Hosting provider. That is what, like we can take the example of Azure, Google, AWS, Oracle, IBM, Entity Data, Alibaba, etc. Those are what? Cloud provider. It provides resources and services to multiple organizations and users who connect to the cloud service via secure network connection, typically over the internet. That is what public cloud. So what do you mean by here secure network connection? Means what? If you have some particular valid access, then only you are able to use that particular service in a public cloud. Correct? Do you have any example real time? You guys are using Gmail, right?
Gmail, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we all are nowadays what? We are syncing our phone number into the Gmail, right?
Correct.
With Gmail, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And then whenever we are going to, suppose we are going to change our, cell phone and all, then we are directly what? Taking all the contact from the cloud through the Gmail into the new device. So only they are what? Asking one kind of validation is there, right? Only you need to provide your Gmail and that's all, and you need to provide the password. That's all. Not more than that.
Yes.
Correct? Or sometimes we are getting some, message on OTP kind of thing. That is what the public cloud. But whenever we are going to talk about the private cloud, okay, so it is totally owned by the organization and operated by the organization that uses the resource from the cloud they create. Okay, they create a cloud environment in their own data centers and provided self services access to compute resources to users within their organization. So try to understand, private cloud is what? Either it is owned by the organization or either it is a provided by the cloud provider. So there are two types of private cloud. First one is external cloud And first one is internal no private cloud, and second one is external private cloud. Now try to understand. Please note down this thing. This will not, you will not get in any of the slide. There are two types of private cloud. First one is what? Internal private cloud. Second one is what?
External one.
External one. So internal private cloud is what? Whenever we are going to talk about the on-prem data center, right? So that is fully owned by the organization, and that server also we can through nowadays we can use as a cloud, right? Private cloud through internet. Guys, are you getting or not this point?
Can you please come again?
Or some
Yeah, sure.
confusion? Tell me.
Yeah, can you please come again?
See, yeah, sure. So there are two types of private cloud. First one is internal, second one is external private cloud. Internal private cloud means what? You have seen that there are so many organizations have their own prem data center, correct? On-prem data
Correct.
center,
Correct.
Yes.
like either you can take Infosys, Wipro, Accenture, anything. Okay. So whenever they have on-prem, so that particular data center they are accessing through the internet, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Like server and all, up and down, all this scaling and all, shutdown, restart, all this stuff they are doing through, and they are using those services on the internet. So that is what that basic internet we are. So that is also cloud. So that is known as internal private cloud. On premise, on-prem data center is nowadays it is known as internal private cloud data center.
Okay.
But the cost will be very high. Whenever we are going to introduce any data center, cost will be very high, maintenance will be very high, and also the person who is working under that, we cannot say that that particular person will not do any kind of mistake, because all are human being. Okay, so human error will occur anytime, we never know. So that's the reason nowadays each and every company shifting their internal data center, that is on-prem data center, into the cloud itself, cloud provider, like it is on Azure, Microsoft, Oracle, what I may be. Okay, that is what internal private cloud. External private cloud is what? External private cloud is totally managed by organization only, same XYZ organization, Infosys, Wipro and all, what I may be, but that particular services or that particular data center is provided by the cloud provider. Now understood what is the difference between internal private cloud and external private cloud? Any confusion?
Yeah, clear.
Yeah, it
Okay,
is clear.
so please note down internal private cloud hyphen on-prem data center of the organization. External private cloud, write down, it is provided by the cloud provider and managed by the organization, owned by the organization. Clear? One more thing. How? Now we are going to discuss about the security aspects of private cloud. How it is more secure than the public cloud. If someone is going to ask you, how can you say that, okay, public cloud is not secure as compared to private cloud? How can you say that? Do you have any justification of this particular statement? Sivendra and Ghosh.
It
Silence
is
means what?
it is a shared infrastructure, and the team and any kind of security layers is managed by a third party. So we don't know when how many loopholes are there in it.
In public cloud.
Yes,
You're talking about, yeah.
public cloud is basically shared infrastructure, right?
Yeah, public cloud is always shared infrastructure only. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
See, public cloud, yeah, that is correct. Public cloud are what? The cost of the public cloud is is very less as compared to private and hybrid. Second thing, only one or two types of authentic security layers are there. Only one type of, you can say, like you are giving your username and password, that's all, not other. Okay. Third one is what? You can access on the internet, right? Public cloud. But whenever we are going to use the private cloud, we have to use the VPN. Have you heard about the VPN? Nowadays everyone is using, right? Work from
Correct.
home.
Correct.
That is what virtual private network. No other person will be allowed in that particular network, then you are accessing your application. So that is one more additional layer of security provided by the private cloud. So whenever you are going to use the private cloud, you have to you should have the access to the VPN, that is virtual private network, then only you are able to access. Now getting the difference, public cloud and private cloud, why it is so much secure? Because in that network itself other people are not allowed there. Okay.
Rohit, just one question. In the VPN, you can also, suppose if it is in on-premises data center, okay, then also you are using a
Hmm.
like VPN. Through VPN, you can connect, right?
So on-premise data center is also a private cloud. Just now I told you, internal private
Yeah,
cloud.
yeah,
That is also private cloud only.
yeah.
Okay. So whenever we are going to use the private cloud, we have to use VPN. Without VPN, we are not able to access the private cloud. Okay.
What is fine.
Yeah. Okay. Please feel free to ask me anytime. You guys can stop me and ask me the question. Concept should be clear. I don't want any kind of confusion later. After the session also you can ask me. I don't have any issues. It was a good question. Good. So why the cost will be high for private cloud? Because it is using what? Virtual private network. First thing, security layer are very high. Here, whenever you are going to use the private cloud, you have to you should have that particular network access. Then you will get into the what? Private cloud, and then you will what? You have to do some what? Again you have to put the username and password, and there is what? Multi-factor
Yeah,
authentication,
yeah.
MFA, that you have to follow. Then you are able to use the private cloud, any kind of private cloud services and all. Inside the private cloud, whatever operation you want to perform, you can do it. Have you heard about the Citrix or RSA token or something, all this stuff? EMC Square
Yes,
is
yes,
providing
Yes.
RSA tokens.
yes.
No.
I
Okay.
think we all are
So
used.
whenever, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So whenever we are going to work on, by any banking application, always we are using what? RSA tokens, right?
correct.
So have you get a chance to work on RSA, RSA kind of, application? How it is working? What kind of logic? See, every 10 second or 15 second or 30 second, they are changing their what? Value, right?
There are four.
On the
Yeah,
RSA,
That token get
their
changes.
port value. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
port value or token value is changing. How it is? They have
Not
in the
about the logic.
logic
Yeah.
itself, they have given that particular is, but after this particular seconds or 20, 15 or 30 second, automatically they will replace with the other number. Okay. And that particular number will be sync with that application or that particular private cloud only for the 20 second.
Okay.
Okay. So that is what? So that is the, that particular, if they are that is sync with the RSA token. Just a second. Sorry, was on mute. There's some error is occurring in my internet. Now, am I audible, guys?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, you are
Yeah.
audible.
Okay. So where we are just talking about the RSA token. Okay. So that particular token, that is the with the 30 minutes or sorry 30 seconds or 10-second time limit, that particular RSA token is synced with that your application like Citrix and all this stuff. Okay. So that the security will be more. No one is going to crack. So that is what the private cloud it is working. The concept have came from that. Okay.
Okay.
Now we are going to discuss about the hybrid. As I told you, hybrid is what? Combination of
Combination of private and public.
public. So try to imagine you have a big bucket. Okay. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Inside
Yes.
that, so you have the see hybrid cloud is also more secure as compared to public cloud. So you have one hybrid cloud bucket. There's a big bucket. Inside that bucket, you have two more bucket. One is what? Public, and second one is private. So now the question will comes, why we are using hybrid cloud? We can use instead of public and private separately, right?
Basically, if you are just doing comparison with private, less expensive, and if you are doing comparison with public, then more secure.
Yeah, but hybrid cloud is expensive than public cloud.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More
So
secure.
why? Because I'm just giving you the one example. You guys all are working in reported organizations. Okay. So you have some information, employee information, right?
Mm.
Your name, your date of birth, your year of birth. Try to understand your
Mm.
salary. So all these data, your name, telephone number, and all. Apart from this, there are two things: salary and year of birth. Is what? Your personal
Yeah,
data, private data. It is very
yeah,
secure
yeah.
data.
Yes.
Yes, it should not disclose within the organization also and outside the organization also. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
And rest of the data like your employee ID, okay, your email ID, your full name, date of birth, all this data we can put into other bucket. And these two items, your salary and year of birth, I can put into the different bucket, right?
Correct.
Yes.
So these two items I'm going to put into, I'm just giving you the simple example. Okay, try to imagine. So that particular, you have a big bucket. Inside that particular bucket, you have what? Two types of
Two
bucket, that is private and public. In the
public.
public, you can put all this information, name, employee ID, employee name, or employee name, all this stuff you can put. But salary and one more item, year of birth, that you have to keep into the private. Only HR people are able to access. Correct? They have their own different VPN, because each and every project have different VPN, right?
Correct.
Hello.
Yes.
Correct.
You guys are working in MNC, and I'm also working in one of the reported organization. So each
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
uh, project have different VPN. Same here, each and every HR department have the different level of access. Okay, so that's the reason. If they are going to put all the data into the private cloud, the cost will be very high. If they are going to put all the data into the public, then security, then somehow they are going to what? Compromise with the security. So due to that reason, we are using, especially we are using hybrid model. Okay. Now any confusion till now? Public, private, and hybrid? Any doubt?
No, I'm
That's clear.
Okay, good. So now try to understand what is the difference. Public, private, and hybrid. In public cloud, there is no capital expenditure. There is no capital expense, agility, consumption based model. Private cloud is what? You are going to control everything. through VPN and security, more secure. And hybrid cloud is what? Flexibility and compliance. So please note down these points. Public cloud, there is no,
Capital expenditure.
what do you mean by capital expenditure?
Infrastructure resource, physical resources. No cost.
No upfront cost.
Yes, no upfront cost. This point you guys have to remember. And operational cost, in operational expense,
It is pay as you go.
hey man, ultimately you are totally, you guys have totally misinterpreted. Capital expense is what? In front cost will be always involved. Operational
Correct.
expense means what? Operational expense means
Spending
what?
money on
There is
services
no,
or product.
yes. Please note down all this point. Public cloud,
Yeah.
no capital expense, agility, consumption based model, and private cloud, control, security, and private cloud, flexibility and compliance. Don't worry, after this session, entire this age at 900, then I will give you the notes and also give you the some practice questions. See, try to remember each, and because 20 to 30% question or 25% concept, they will ask you an age at 103 also. Please, as the diagram itself, you can understand what is the hybrid cloud, combination of these two. So now
Can you please go back?
it's time.
Can you please go back? I'm noted down one thing.
Okay,
Okay.
hybrid cloud,
Yeah. Flexibility and
flexibility
compliance.
and
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now I'm going to ask you some questions. Now this kind of question they will ask you in the exam. Your company's rapidly growing organization has a team of 1,000 developers who are continuously working on building new codes. Currently, your company has 300 servers that are located on premises. Developers need more servers to store the codes and work on new reorganizes. Your company wants to more productive, but keeping the cost of the production in mind. What are your suggestions? First one is purchase 300 new servers. Second one is establish a private cloud platform on premises. Migrate all services to public cloud. Establish a hybrid cloud environment. Tell me your answer.
Between C and D, I'm just confusing. Your company wants to
I
be
think
more productive, but keeping the cost of this production in mind. Then migrate all services to a public cloud.
establish a hybrid cloud environment.
What is your answer, Ghosh?
C.
And see your Shivendra.
D.
I'm not sure how much the cost effective between the migration and the using that hybrid. Between C and D, I'm just confused.
Okay.
My logic is already you have 300 servers and you want more servers, then probably you can
See,
buy
A is
additional
not
servers
correct.
on cloud.
Okay. Got it?
Yeah.
So why not C? Understood or not?
Yeah. That answer also in
See,
my mind. I thought it's basically what would be the migration cost and what would be the using the hybrid part. I'm not sure with the cost
see,
comparison wise. Yeah.
establishing migrate all service to a public cloud. You are compromising what? Security, right?
Hmm. But here we
Just
are
now
not
we had a
talking
brief
about the
discussion.
security, right?
This is the company, right? See, your company wants to more
Hmm.
productive, but keeping the cost of this production in mind. See, company will always try to think the okay, security also should be there.
Thanks for watching. To watch our complete session, enroll for our premium membership. Click onto the join button and enroll yourself with the best suited option. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Want to study further? Subscribe to our paid membership to get a deep dive into each and every topic. Do look out for more videos in our playlist and subscribe to our DevOps School channel and hit the bell icon to learn more. Keep learning.